What if I told you there are people out there who can break bricks with their bare hands and then steal bars with their kicks? Not impressive enough? What about taking hits from a bat, a hammer, and even a semi-truck? Okay, maybe not that last one. This is iron body training, a phenomenon Eastern martial arts practitioners have been doing for a long time to give them borderline superhuman durability. People describe facing off against someone who's done this type of training as hitting a stone wall. And I'm gonna try it out. All I would need is a brick, a stick, and someone to beat me up. I have some experience with this, as before I had to condition my really sensitive shins enough to kick, so I know the type of pain that is to come. First though, we're gonna put my fresh body to the test to get a baseline and track my progress. Okay, give me a kick, 50%. Ready? Ah! Brother. Alright, now a punch to the ribs, 50%. That one was not as bad. That was not as bad. As you could see, even a hit at half force was pretty painful for my delicate day one body. Pain wise, I'd rate the kick an 8 out of 10 and the punch a 6 out of 10. So let's begin the training. On the first day, I was going to take hits to the areas I wanted to make more durable. In my case, it was the ribs and the thighs. The hits would need to be soft enough to cause no real damage, but strong enough to make this uncomfortable for me. I was doing 5 sets of 10 hits on each area. Okay. Oh, that feels amazing. Oh, yeah, I was kidding. No, that felt awful. This is not fun. Anyone who has the discipline to stick to this, you actually have my respect. Wow. I've been pounded before, but never like this. What? What? This type of training would slowly deaden the nerves, which means each hit would be less painful. It would also make my bones stronger through something called microfractures, which the body would then have to heal, and every time it heals, it grows back stronger, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Every time we get hurt, we come back stronger. This though is the more modernized version of this type of training. But what happens if you don't have someone? Today I'm going solo. Instead of someone hitting me, I'm going to be hitting myself with a stick. This should be interesting. Since there was still some damage from the previous training day, this hurt even more than it normally would, but the training needed to get done. Instead of hitting like this, the movement should be more with the wrist than the arm. I don't know why that is, that's just the way it is. Since this was easier to control, I decided to do this all over my body, which is how you're supposed to do it anyways. Another concept I had to take into consideration was taking the hits while my body was off balance. The thought here is that in a fight, we won't always be bracing for each hit. Some will catch us by surprise when our body is not in great structural alignment, so this training was to stimulate that too. This one is annoyingly painful. It doesn't feel like much at first, but it builds up, and towards the end it stings so bad. Also, it sounds like something else completely unrelated, but we won't talk about that. I was going to continue with my training as usual, but my friend PK called and told me he had something planned for me. So what you got for me today?
Alright, so I looked into it, and another way you could do the training is with this tire right here. I think it's going to be a nice progression. Are you ready?
Yeah. And he was right. This one wasn't as concentrated as the punches or the kicks because it was being spread out to a larger surface area, which means we could apply more force to make up for it. Okay. Okay.
One more. How you feeling, chap?
Never better. Today is going to be my hardest test yet because I'm going to be hitting myself with one of these. A stone brick. To make sure it doesn't protrude my skin, I wrapped it up in this old t-shirt I had. I'm usually not the one to wrap things up, but I had to make an exception for this one. Okay, so the training should look something like this. Whoa. Whoa, this guy does not play around.
Okay.
Okay, here goes nothing. While I couldn't do it as hard as that guy, I picked a level I could manage and kept banging away with a stone brick. That statement alone should be pretty self-explanatory to describe how I was feeling at that point. Oh, that's it. I'm done. Finally. I've given myself 5 days to recover, and today we find out if anything I've done this far has made a difference. Let's go. Sir, you may go ahead. I'm not even exaggerating for the sake of the video, but that hurt a little bit less. Just a bit though. All right, next up, punch.
Yo, I don't think the camera's recording. Let's redo it.
No, it's recording, I made sure. Okay, so final thoughts on this experiment. First of all, it's no joke. My body has been crying for the past week, constantly aching. Out of all the training experiments I've done on this channel, this is by far the most uncomfortable one. Does it work though? Yes. Did I do it long enough to see any notable results? No. Sure, the hits did feel slightly less painful towards the end, but I'm not sure if that's just a mental thing or an increased pain tolerance or the training actually starting to take effect. Regardless though, in order to really see a difference from this type of training, one would have to do it consistently for years. A few days aren't going to cut it. But in case you're wondering how this type of thing goes, this is how it goes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.